a Scorpio customer came with some braking efficiency concerns. So when we checked the vehicle, we found that the brake pad has totally worn out and it needed replacement. But what happened was, unfortunately, the brake pad, which is a consumable, was not available in stock. Hi, this is Ganesh Kumar from AR Pro Academy. In the previous episode, we discussed about the elevator pitch, the origin of elevator pitch, etc. Today, we will continue with that, and then we will see how an elevator pitch or a pitching can change the mindset of a person from negative to positive. I'm going to narrate an incident when I was working with the Mahindra dealership in North Kerala. We had two showrooms, the largest in India, one in Calicut and the other in Trichur. So I used to do up down, and then 2 or 3 days I used to stay there, and then it used to be almost 50-50 time I used to share between the two places. So this started when a Scorpio customer came with some braking efficiency concerns. So when we checked the vehicle, we found that the brake pad has totally worn out and it needed replacement. But what happened was, unfortunately, the brake pad, which is a consumable, was not available in stock. This again is a serious concern. So the customer was really upset. He was really upset, and he started blasting, shouting, screaming everything since the consumable was not available. So somehow we consoled the customer and told him that we will get it on VOR. VOR means vehicle off-road. We'll get it in an emergency and then get it replaced in the next 2-3 days time. Now the customer went away with a lot of fuming, and then now what happens next? This was a question for us. In those days, the CRM system did not have much provision to record and then follow up these items. So what happens next was a question. So it is at that time we had started a system called Fast Track. A Fast Track is in a simple Excel format, is to follow up a concern, whether it is a sales or service, any kind of concern from a customer, based on his VOC, end to end. That means it all started with FCR. FCR means first call concern. The concept is that the customer should call only once. The rest, everything should happen. That means following up with the customer and then communicating with the customer, everything should happen from our side. So this was the concept of Fast Track. So this, again, the question came, who is going to follow up? With a lot of vehicles, almost 100 vehicles coming in a day, the service advisor cannot be expected to do the follow-up of this. So then who will do it? So we had a system where we used to record every concern of the customer, called VOC. A prospect or a customer who walks in, before he leaves, he makes a statement. What we wanted was, we want to capture that statement so that it becomes easy for follow-up and then resolve that issue. And we will also be able to track the number of concerns attended, and then what is the time duration or time taken to resolve. All these things were possible using this VOC. In addition, we also had VOP, that is voice of prospect, and we also had VOE, that is voice of employees. So this VOP and VOE we will discuss in another episode. So at the moment we will discuss VOC, the voice of customer. So this voice of customer was recorded, and then it goes to the CR department, the customer care executive, and then the follow-up starts from there. The CRE starts recording it in an Excel sheet. So in this case, the first follow-up, she checks with the parts department. When is this particular part, the brake pad, expected? So the parts executive says it's on VOR. It should not take more than 2 days. So she records in her Excel sheet to contact the parts department after 2 days. Exactly after 2 days, she checks with the parts department. Has the brake pad come? The executive says, no madam, but 100% tomorrow it will be here. So she keeps it for follow-up for the following day. The following day, again, she checks with the parts executive. He says, yes, it has come. So with a smile, immediately she calls the service advisor. She says, this particular, she quotes the reference details and she says, this particular part has come. I am going to call the customer to bring the vehicle for replacement of the part. He said, okay. And she also added, once the vehicle comes, please keep me also posted. He agreed. She calls the customer. After greeting, she says, sir, that particular part for your Scorpio, the brake pad has come. Can you bring the vehicle to our service department tomorrow? The customer, who was still upset with the incident, casually says, yes. So she hangs up. The next day, she checks with the service department. Has this customer come? He says, no, the customer has not come. Then she calls the customer again. Sir, you promised to bring the vehicle. You did not bring the vehicle for service. The customer again, who is still upset, shouts at the girl, it's my car, I'll come whenever I want, whenever I feel like. Normally, under such circumstances, from my experience, what happens is the girl or the person who does the call quietly says thank you and then he or she will hang up. So in this case, the lady said, yes sir, but your safety is our concern. So this particular pitch changed the whole thing. The customer, who was furious, his mindset totally changed. The following day, he brought the vehicle for service and then he insisted on seeing the CEO. Fortunately, I was there, and normally I don't ask people to come to walk into my cabin. So I go to the reception, either take them to a meeting room or follow them or bring them to my cabin. So when this customer, when I met him, he narrated the whole incident, though I knew about it from the daily reports. Then he said, I want to meet this girl. So I called the girl also to the cabin, and then we started discussing about the whole issue. The entire perspective, or how that customer felt about the whole thing, everything changed just because of this one sentence. That sentence carried everything. No sir, or yes sir, but your safety is our concern. See, our goal, a call to action, everything, all the elements of an elevator pitch was there in this particular sentence. So the customer, after the few hours, the vehicle was repaired and then trial taken, that customer happily went away. What happened after that? This customer, he was socially very active. Wherever he goes, he talks about this incident. And then later he will call me. He'll say, Ganesh, there's a particular customer interested in one of your vehicles. So he became a brand ambassador for us, or an evangelist, and then we started getting a lot of inquiries through him. Now, after this incident, I was also curious about one particular thing. How did the girl get this particular sentence? So I called her and asked. I asked her saying that this particular sentence which you told, your safety is our concern, it sounds like a tagline of some particular brand. She said, smiling, she said, yes, it's a tagline. I see it almost 2 times every day when I get into, when I leave home and then I go back in the elevator. It's a tagline for Otis Elevator. So see how we have been able to relate an elevator pitch and a tagline where a customer, a furious customer, from a negative to positive. So a pitch or how you communicate to a customer, it really matters. Doesn't it? Thank you.